I want to check on a couple of things." I didn't mind a bit. The front counter officer knew me, so I was comfortable sitting in the lobby, chatting with him, while Pete went down the long corridor to his office. I recognized that he was wearing his cop face as soon as he reappeared in the lobby. He took my arm and propelled me toward the door with a brisk, "See you later," to the desk cop. "We may have a little problem," he said as soon as we were inside his car. "I had a text from the Essex PD. "Not about the gravel in the driveway again?" I almost snorted. "Don't they have anything more important to worry about over there?" "Yeah, they do." Cop voice. "One of the cleaning guys reported to Mrs. Thorne that it looked as though someone had been sleeping in one of the beds. She called the Essex PD. They checked it out. Did a little print dusting, and Bobby Ross's prints turned up. Any ideas about that?" I had a pretty good idea that Bobby and Betsy had been there together, but I wasn't about to give Betsy any more grief than she already had. I remembered what Coach had told me about Bobby being homeless from time to time, and I repeated what he'd told me to Pete. Ted Thorne's friends knew where the key to the cottage was hidden, I said. If Bobby needed a place to sleep, he could have opened the front door and walked right in. "How do you know that? And where is the key?" he asked. Normal voice this time. "Aunt Ibby told me about it, and it's under the front paw of the stone lion on the wall." "Good job, Lee. You'd make a good cop." "So you keep telling me, but no thanks." "Mind if I call Essex right now and give them that information?" He already had the phone in his hand. "Go for it," I said. Finding Bobby's prints couldn't hurt him now, I reasoned. Pete relayed what I'd said and put the phone away. I leaned back in my seat, inhaling the lovely smell of my gardenia, which by then had fragranced the whole car. "It smells so good in here," I said. "Better than those little pine tree things. My car smelled good today, too. Francine and I bought potted plants." I could tell he wasn't listening. Cop face frown. "Lee, do all the people on the reunion committee know about that key?" "I suppose so," I said. "Men and women both?" "Sure, why wouldn't they?" "Now you know, and I know, and how many others do you suppose know about it?" "I have no idea. It's an old cottage. I suppose Mr. and Mrs. Thorne told friends about it, too." "Right," he said. "There've probably been 100 people in and out of there over the years. So Bobby's prints don't mean much of anything, really. And we can't ask him about it." "Nope, can't ask him." "Oh boy, you could ask Betsy, or Aunt Ibby, or me." Pete parked on the Winter Street side of the house. He walked around the car and helped me out. Such a gentleman. He walked with me to the front door, waited while I unlocked it, gave the waiting cat a pat on the head, kissed me goodnight, and ran down the steps. With a tiny little toot of the horn, he drove out of sight. I stepped from the foyer into Aunt Ibby's living room. The lights were out in there, but I could see light from the kitchen. I tiptoed across the room and peeked around the corner. Alexa was playing a John Denver tune softly, and my aunt sat alone at the round table. "That you, Marilee?" my aunt called. "Come on in." "I'm glad you're up," I said. "I had the most beautiful vision just before Pete arrived. I wanted to share it with you." "A beautiful vision? That's not something I've heard you say before." She patted the seat of the chair beside her. "Tell me about it." I took off my jacket, hung my purse on the back of a chair, and remembered to unpin the slightly wilting white flower. "Look, Pete gave me a gardenia." I held it close to my face and inhaled deeply. "I love this smell." It's delightful," she said. "Now tell me what you saw." It was Orion's idea for me to look at the mirror in my room. I pointed to the cat,